Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a little while since we've had some chess drama, and the one that I'm going to be bringing you today is actually quite significant and serious. Toward the end of 2022, we had Magnus Carlsen and Hans Niemann, but today I will be sharing with you the fact that it is looking less and less likely, with every single day that goes by, that we will be having a World Chess Championship match. Yes, you heard that correctly. Now, a couple of things off the bat. What am I talking about? The World Championship of Chess is a 12 or 14 game match of slow chess that could go to a tiebreaker if necessary. That occurs every few years, first with the Candidates Tournament, and then this prestigious event. Magnus Carlsen has had this title since he won it back in 2013, but he has relinquished the title for various reasons. He has gotten into it over time, and so Jan Nepomniachtchi will be taking on Ding Liren. Jan Nepomniachtchi is from Russia, Ding Liren is from China, and that matters a bit because we will be getting into that a little bit later. Why am I saying that this match is not going to happen? Because the World Chess Federation announced the dates for this match as April 7th to April 30th, 2023. And that's it. It's January 12th. We are 85 or so days away from this event. We don't have a venue. We don't have a host city. We don't have any supporting events that generally go along with these things, like a chess festival. We don't have a hotel. We don't have any of that. And on top of that, I'm not sure we have a sponsor. Every single world championship in history has been associated with several very, very big sponsors. Yes, admittedly, oftentimes they are big Russian companies, which might be a problem going into this event. I don't know, because I don't organize these massive events. We don't have any of that. What is going to happen with this event? Now, the purpose of today's video is there's a couple of purposes. So I tweeted about this at 11:58 p.m. a couple of days ago. I said, the World Chess Championship, and this is what I'm talking about, chess drama, most prestigious event, 3 months from now, no city, no venue, must be insane being a top chess player, organization and communication seem like a catastrophe. Now, I kind of meant this to like the top chess players and also to us. You don't even probably know the difference between a World Chess Championship, a Speed Chess Championship, a Chess.com Global Championship, a World Blitz and Rapid Champion. There's a lot of damn championships. This is our most prestigious event. Magnus Carlsen, Jan Nepomniachtchi, Dubai 2021. And the next day I followed it up with this tweet. I said, yesterday I tweeted about the World Championship of Chess, not having a venue or host country. Do they even have a sponsor? Is there a prize fund? Now, the reason why I am saying today's video is a little bit of a drama is because then I go on to see this. GothamChess, that's me, slams FIDE for lack of world championship venue. Okay, look, you know what? I know what it means to use people's names for clicks and what. And you could make an argument that indirectly this is what I did, but come on. I mean, really? That's not the point of today's video, though. It's not to complain about the article. We're going to read the article. It's actually a pretty good article. It gives you a lot of, insight. So we're going to go through this just like, come on. And you know what's crazy? Chess24 emailed out an email that said that. It said Gotham Chess slams. Well, you know what? That's why we bought y'all. All right? So you're welcome. Okay? Yeah. How about that? I'm joking. All right? Just kidding. Okay, anyway, Tardier did write a good article. I'm just messing around. Less than 3 months before the start of the World Championship venue, FIDE is yet to announce a venue. One of the world's biggest chess YouTubers, the biggest chess YouTuber, Levi Gotham Chess Rosman, yeah, that's not my middle name, slams FIDE, calling it a catastrophe. And by the way, yes, this is an official date. 7th to 20, like, 2 guys are going to be playing for the world title. I mean, that's the story, okay? We don't know nothing. Now, there was a little bit of a story, and we will get into this here, that Mexico was supposed to be a host city. It's going to be a hectic one full of great events, but there is no venue. Yes, they said April 7th to 30th. FIDE has yet to announce the venue. So, Arkady Dvorkovich, who's the FIDE president, was speaking to RT, which is a Russian news company, in November. And so there's restrictions by the IOC, the International, is it Olympic Committee? So because of that, the match can't be held in Russia. Make no mistake. If it could be held in Russia, it could be held in Russia. Like, folks, I want you to understand something. If Russia was eligible and there was no war currently going on, and therefore an extension to these kinds of like bans on flags and athletes, this event would have been held in Moscow. This event, because FIDE is I mean, they have a lot of Russian, there's a lot of Russian influence in FIDE, and Jan is like the bright star of Russian chess right now, so they would definitely find sponsors. But that is a massive hurdle. Okay, that is a massive hurdle right now. So this is where Dvorkovich said Mexico. Mexico is the main contender, but there's a couple more interested parties. Now, it wouldn't make sense to host the event in China, although that is an idea. How can you host the World Championship in the challenger's country? Isn't that a bit odd? Isn't home field advantage kind of a thing? But I don't know. I mean, technically, they're both challengers, right? So Jan is not the world champ. I mean, it's like fighting for a vacant title, but it would be a huge home field advantage for Ding Liren to have it in China. I'm actually surprised that China hasn't made a stronger play. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's money there, but then there was some communication here. Speaking to Chess24, comms manager said that there had been an opportunity to host the World Championship. The project presented to us was not limited to holding. This is what they usually do. They do a massive festival with a lot of events. It would have been the single largest funded event in history, but it hasn't materialized. And now this one is very fascinating. The 2021 match in Dubai was announced 300 days before it started. The last match was 350. Think about that. They announced, okay, these things and venues a full year before they happen. There is currently 85 days remaining until this match. This is the closest it's ever come, and that was nearly double the amount of time, and they still found a Russian spot. Imagine there was no Russian availability in 2014, folks. Now, again, I'm here slamming people. I really wish I could, wrestle that well. Also, I do not have 285,000. It's 258. It should be 258. Yeah, and so these are my, tweets. Finding and funding a reliable host to co-organize with a flagship event like the World Championship is not an easy task, I'll bet. Bit over a year has passed since the match in Dubai, so we decided to restore the calendar harmed by the pandemic. That's true, the last World Championship was on a bit of a strange cycle. And that's the end of the article. And then this guy wrote, how do I set up never being notified about Gotham posts ever again? Which is kind of mean, but I understand. I am incredibly intimidating and super handsome, so I totally understand. So, first of all, Chess24, keep my damn name out your mouth. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna slap you guys. Probably beat me up anyway. Yeah, I didn't slam, you can argue, I guess, I'm slamming FIDE considering they have to organize the whole thing. I'm just confused, okay? 95% of you watching this right now, all right, don't even know where to find this information, okay? A lot of you watch my channel, you get updates on the chess world through me. If you're a longtime viewer and you also happen to like my content, you might know where to look, but the truth is, if you don't have a Twitter, literally, folks, if you don't have Twitter, I don't know where on earth you're gonna get your information about chess. Maybe like Chess24 News or Chess.com News or something like that, but like, no massive sports website announces the World Chess Championship. So we got like 85 days. We don't have a venue. We don't have a host city. We don't have any sort of festivals. I mean, I'm hoping that every day, I'm hoping that in the 8 minutes that this video has been going on, they've had some sponsor conversations. I'm confused. And you have to understand, the way this has always worked is that a sponsor puts up a prize fund. If you go through the World Chess Championship list of prize funds, it's kind of sad. Like, to reach the pinnacle of chess, the pinnacle of a sport, you win like $600,000 after taxes. And folks, don't think I'm saying $600,000 is not a lot of money, okay? Don't think I'm saying that. I know it is. But like the worst player in like a sports league makes millions. And I know that there's TV deals, and I know that there's sponsors, but there is a big gap right now in top level chess that I need you to understand. You see how my channel has grown, my YouTube channel, big growth, Hikaru's channel, Boatsays, whoever you watch, all right? Big growth in chess. Chess.com servers are crashing because they have peak traffic right now, 160% more than peak Queen's Gambit on Netflix. That is the traffic right now. The World Chess Federation does not know how to use that traffic. That's honestly what I think. There are millions upon millions of people right now that like a YouTuber, that like playing on chess.com, and it is almost impossible to follow top level stuff. It's just like, If I didn't know, if I haven't been in the chess world in 20 years, I would have no idea. So I'm trying to tell you this right now, that we have a little bit of a crisis on our hands, okay? We don't have anything. Magnus stepping away from the World Chess Championship is a huge deal. A huge deal. He chose not to defend it, and it's looking like he made the right call. It's looking like if Magnus was set to play against Jan again, they would have a venue, they would have a sponsor. Why? Magnus Carlsen. Jan Nepomniachtchi is a fantastic chess player. Also very funny dude. Like, absolutely could be an ambassador. But he happens to be from Russia, which is a tough sell right now to a sponsor, okay? It's a tough sell. I mean, regardless of what their views are on anything, it's just a tough sell. It's just the way the world is right now. So, and I don't know. I mean, if I had to put a guess right now what's going to happen, somehow they'll play in Beijing. It's just going to be in China, because I find it shocking that there is not a sponsor, a venue that would love to roll out the red carpet for Ting. I mean, China might have their first world champion in a long time. I mean, they had a women's world champion, I think, a long time ago. Xie Jun, I think that's how you pronounce the name. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I swear China had a women's world champion. They have one now, but I'm talking about like a, long time ago. So I don't know, folks. That's the current situation. I hope you agree with me in that it's basically impossible to keep up with top-level chess, and these events are all very confusing, and you have the long world championship that's ultimately decided by a fast rapid tiebreaker, which is weird. You have a world rapid and blitz, which happens right after Christmas. You got the global championship on chess.com, which is a fully online event. You got, I mean, except the final in person. There's a lot of moving parts here, and I don't know what we're looking at. We might legitimately, I mean, there's no way this doesn't happen, right? Like, But the players could choose, like, what if the prize is super low? I mean, what if are they just going to accept to play for any money? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Jan Nepomniachtchi just made a stack of bills for even losing a world championship. Like, what if there's like a horrible sponsorship deal? I don't know. I don't know, but that's the current situation. Magnus declines to defend the World Chess Championship to win it for a sixth time, and it's seeming like, in hindsight, it was the right decision. Ding Liren from China, Jan Nepomniachtchi from Russia have about 2 months and 20 days to figure something out. They don't have to figure anything out, but are they even playing? I don't know. I'm going to do my best to keep you posted, but that's the current situation right now, and it's not looking too good.